You want to feel closer to God. You want peace, light, clarity. But something's in the way. You say you're searching for God, but are you ready to face the truth? Because it might not be the devil keeping you from Him. It's not your past. It's not your pain. It's something smaller and more dangerous. Yes, one small desire, one morsel. That's all it takes to block your path. Let me explain. This video is interpretation of Rumi's Masnavi. I am going to explain this in easy words. There was once a man during the time of Caliph Omar. He was a harpist, a musician, but not your usual kind. He didn't play in palaces or parties. He didn't perform for gold or for crowds. Instead, he sat in a graveyard alone. No food, no audience, just his harp and God. He played only for the divine. People said his music was so powerful that birds in the sky would pause mid-flight. His breath was like the angel Israfil's, the one who will blow the trumpet and wake the dead. That's how deep his connection was. He didn't speak much, but his music could revive hearts that were buried under layers of sin, forgetfulness, distraction. And here's the tragedy, that music, that spiritual sound, that divine call, it still exists, but we can't hear it anymore. Why? Because our ears are filled with noise, because our hearts are chasing the wrong things, because our minds are too busy scrolling, comparing, desiring. We're chasing money, image, ego, pleasure, chasing endlessly. But we're deaf to the call of God. Rumi once said something haunting. Last night I saw you, O Lord, but then just one morsel blocked the way. One bite. That's all it took. One small craving, one attachment, one thing you couldn't give up. That's the power of the morsel. And it's not always food. It can be your ego. It can be status. It can be lust. It can be that one thing you secretly serve more than God. And that one thing, it blocks your path. You ever wonder why you scroll for hours and still feel numb? Why you eat and still feel empty? Why you pray but don't feel connected? Because you haven't removed the thorn. You're walking on a spiritual path, barefoot, but there's a thorn stuck in your foot. And you keep asking, where is God? Rumi says, there's a thorn in your foot. Until you remove it, you can't move. That thorn is the thing you're attached to. That habit you won't let go of. That morsel you think you need, but is the very thing that's poisoning you. Meanwhile, divine moments are passing. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, your Lord sends special breaths in every era. Be ready to receive them. God sends you gentle calls, quiet awakenings, deep reminders, but you miss them. Because you're busy, because you're full of the world. And Rumi says, a breath came, touched one person, gave life and moved on. What if today was your breath, but your hands are too full, your heart too crowded? The soul isn't hungry for food. It's not thirsty for likes or money. The soul wants something deeper. It wants meaning. It wants silence. It wants God. Red doesn't grow the soul. Status doesn't awaken it. Beauty doesn't touch it. Only surrender does. So Rumi says, be like the soil. Why? Soil. Because soil doesn't resist. It doesn't try to impress. It stays low. It stays quiet. But it holds life. It lets the rain fall. It lets the seed grow. You want to grow spiritually. Stop pretending. Stop chasing. Start surrendering. You don't need to shout your faith. You don't need to show off your journey. Because real growth is silent. Like seeds. Like soil. Your soul, it's not a man or woman. Not your job. Not your face. Not your followers. It's light. And light doesn't brag. Rumi says the Prophet, peace be upon him, had a special kind of salt. A salt that never spoiled. That salt was passed on to the people of truth. The ones who shine without noise. Who are they? They're the ones who give without asking. Who remind you of God without even speaking. They could look like anyone, but inside their soul carries the Prophet's flame. You can be one of them too, if you remove the morsel. So here's the final message. You're not far from God, but something small is blocking the way. One bite, one craving, one habit. And until you let it go, you'll stay stuck. Rumi didn't say, give up the world. He said, give up the morsel that owns you. Because what owns you controls you. And what you release sets you free. So today, pause. Look inside. What's your morsel? Let it go. And let the music of your soul finally be heard.